Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Total Annihilation replay. I have what might be one of the dumbest things I'm going to be reviewing on this channel. Now, why is it dumb, you might be asking? Why on earth would you review something that's dumb? It's really not the players. It's not the fact that this is core versus arm. It's the fact that this is Gasbag's Forests. This is one of the single most unbalanced maps that Cave Dog ever dreamed up. I don't know why they'd think it's a good idea. I have no idea why they'd even want to be like, hey, let's just do this, other than like scenario playing. So if you want to be like, hey, I bet I'm so much better than you, I can beat you from the bad spot. What's the bad spot? This is the bad spot. Here we have our new featured player here. We have a Novice ToS. Novice is one of the best players. Venom says he has a stiffy because the context here is that in the chat that he was betting that he could beat Novice in under 30 minutes on Gasbag Forest if Novice had bottom. So now Novice is officially playing with two handicaps. Not only is he playing with core, he's playing on bottom. You can see he built a single win, and then he's walking this long walk to a medical extractor. Okay, well, a long walk to a medical extractor does not an unbalanced map make. Venom also had a long walk to a metal extractor. But wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, those look awfully close together. 1, 2. Do you see any more metal nearby? I don't see any metal nearby. Where could it be? Oh, there it is. That's right. He has to go from here to here. Also a little bit over here. So this would come up sometimes on intergalactic war matches, on GBL, or back when Boneyards was still active, or Phoenix Works. And it's just kind of it's an interesting scenario thing, but it really just kind of messes up ladder rankings. But to be able to play, okay, well, if you're defending the planet, then you get to play from the top position. If you're attacking the planet, you have to come from the bottom position. But Nava says Weasel will own you. He says that while he's building an air plant. This is an acid map. If you were to set units into the acid, it would actually do damage to them. So there are places along the edge where it's shallow acid, and they get damaged. Venom says, Novice, if you want me to teach you how to play, just ask. Again, he's just being trolly. Super cocky, super confident. He knows he's got both the advantages here. He's arm, and, well, he's got the top. Novice says, Venom, can you teach me how to play? He's starting out by building an aircon. Venom says, I'll train you tomorrow, show you some things. And he immediately starts building a lot of Jeffies and sends them down. Novice is reclaiming these gas bags. They're worth a lot of energy, 530 each. That's how he's funding his little Valkyrie right here. He's also building a metal maker to try and make sure he's not accessing that energy, and he can toggle it on and off. He picks up his commander, who looks like he's about to go for a wild ride. Got that scout out there just to make sure. What we're hearing here is he's reclaiming his aircraft plant. So Venom knows he's there now. He likely saw that scout flying overhead. Venom is looking. You can see here. You can see you're using the share map position. Venom's kind of looking to see, okay, where's he gonna go? Wondering if he's gonna do well. What do you think he's gonna do? Venom has shocked eyes. His Jeffies are down here doing rating of nothing. He's got cons just up here building metal extractors. And he doesn't have any idea where Novice is. Continues to expand. Meanwhile, in the fog of war, right next door, there is a Novice. Really, actually, smart use to pay attention to that down here, just to keep Venom questioning. You know, he didn't bomb. Probably went somewhere, but he could still be over there. He could still have stuff over there, because he wasn't able to fully scout it. Denying people information. Also, you know, racking up that sweet kill count. Venom says, okay, WTF. The skilled, the amazing Venom, caught off guard. So now Venom's at around 15 metal, Novice at around 10. So the advantage is still the Venom at this point. But Venom only recently really kind of discovered where Novice is at. And let me tell you, a little radar would help you out here, Venom. Got one back at his base, but that's not going to be long enough range. There he goes. He sees him now. Got him on radar thanks to this guy right here. Sorry, Venom. I didn't mean to. I'm wrong there. You did have radar up. You're a good boy. I don't know if Venom's just trying to sneak around the perimeter there. Here comes a Weasel. Sorry, a Jeffy. Taking out some metal extractors. Looks like Venom's gonna get away with the con here. Nope, he doesn't. Venom has the frowny face. His flash failed to succeed there. Venom sending more cons to their death, although this one's probably going to make it because he's got flashes to back it up. Venom continuing to expand his base here. Just moving his construction units down south. 2 factories for Novice, 2 for Venom. Novice still sitting around 12. Venom's up at around 30. So Venom's really pretty far ahead at this point. He's got a lot of flashes coming in. And this can turn the tide of a game. If you degun an entire army, let them get to do anything, then that's usually pretty good news for you. I don't know if Novice nicked his plant there or not, or if that's just how the wreckage worked out. That's a little bit of wreckage for Novice to clean up, but overall, Novice comes out really on the short end of the stick there. Venom also knows where his commander is. He kind of knows where the focus of the building is going to be. Novice building up these geos. Lots of geos right on top of each other. Venom 2, he's got lots of these geos. You can see what he's doing with that is he is turning that energy into metal using the metal makers, and Venom has gone air. Really, things look like they're safely in Venom's hand here, who should have this game in the bag. Smart thinking by Venom, thinking that Novice would try and take this over, but he did not. So his bomber just goes for a little scouting run. Novice cranking out slashers. Venom's got him hemmed in around with the missile tower perimeter, and he's starting to crank out a lot of geos of his own. See what they're doing is the same thing that I do with the underwater metal extractors, and have one construction vehicle guard another, and then have that single construction vehicle click and build on all the others. Then I'm doing some bombing. Novice's commander coming in to do more frontline battling. Good shooting. Meanwhile, Venom's up here trying to sneak down that con. But it looks like it cost him. His flashes all got degunned. Venom's con still got away. Okay, Novice there just flew right in the edge of line of sight. So now we have our nice little Novice perimeter. So even though it looks like Novice has got more of the map behind him, there's more metal in the top left of this map than there is in the bottom right. So there's really not, you know, there's not really much to go to down there. And I'm continuing to raid bomb. You can see just how much open space there is on the bottom. It's just not a well-balanced map at all. And also, this gives top, you can see how this is this little narrow chokeway right here. It gives top the advantage if you don't do what Novice does of kind of staying in a more defensive position with more resources. You can almost just sit there, play some city, and wait them out. Novice activates no shake. I like the kind of, I know some people have asked if that's something I want to do. I kind of like the little cinematic effect. I'm not actually playing, so I don't need to click anywhere. But if you guys want that change, just let me know in the comments, and of course we can do a poll on it eventually. But I also like to know when things go boom sometimes, so that way when I miss them. Venom's larger, more superior army has Novice in a real bind right here. I gotta say, if Novice pulls this out, I'm gonna be shocked. Venom is also just kind of too good of a player to lose this one, right, Venom? Novice's column sitting on 34 kills. He's got his tiny little base, army of slashers. Venom's producing almost twice as much metal. Almost produced that much in total. All of Novice's resources are basically right here at this point, and Venom's quickly catching up. Commander still continues to do battle in the front. Venom with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vehicle plants, 1 aircraft. Novices 2, 3. Now remember, Venom said he was going to do this in under 30 minutes. Right now we are currently at 21 minutes and 45 seconds. So I wonder if Venom loses the bet, if Novice managed to pull out 30 whole minutes of a holdout here, and that might be what's happening. Novice desperately cleaning up the mess here. He's got a nice big slasher pack. Venom's kind of sending in units a little loosely, but really Venom's got him to spare, I think. Novice putting up a heavy laser tower. He's planning on holding out. He's got 7 more minutes on the clock. Keeping this con busy. Novice shooting radar. I'm not really paying too much attention to what Venom's building. He's building a ton of stuff. He looks like he's going advanced now. Presuming none of his stuff is stalling, he's definitely got the lead here. By a lot. All those geos are up now. All this metal down here, but he hasn't started capping those yet. Here comes a giant wave. Here goes Novice's heavy laser tower. They're still battling. Looks like he's getting ready to give up this position here, potentially. Novice has lost a bunch of his geos. He really doesn't have much by way of resources at this point. The Venom is plus 50 metal. Yeah, Venom's attack came through. "26 minutes. So yeah, if this was the bet, and I think that's a scenario now that I remember them talking about something about 30 minutes in the battle room. Novice is now completely surrounded, pulling off his Alamo-style last stand. Seeing kills the losses right here. 244 to 209 for Novice. Not a bad ratio. Needs to be a little better than that considering the 5-to-1 resource deficit. Another big old wave from Venom coming in. All angles. You're getting hung up on the Rex. That does help Novice out a little bit. Scat gun busy 12 kills. Commander still doing a ton of work right here. I don't think that's right. It says 16 kills, but I thought we were over 30 at this point. Or did I just not check? It doesn't look like he's really doing much more expansion, with the exception he's got these geos started over here. Looks like he needs a little bit more resources to crack the hard case that's Novice here. And there he goes. Venom loves his Big Berthas. He's got a Big Bertha coming up. But it is over 30 minutes at this point. So if the bet was to do it in under 30, then Venom lost. Nice tight defense there. I don't think Venom's going to be able to get through with those forces. He's really going to have to build something up. Eventually use some rockers as well. They're a little bit better base busters and flashes there. Novice pushing out cons, cleaning up all the mess over here. There's that Big Bertha sound. He's trying to shell out that this laser tower for its 29 kills. Now, as unbalanced as this map is, there are situations where it's kind of the brag game kind of thing, where you play against somebody and you say you get top, I'll get bottom, and then I'll still win. And so I have won from bottom before, but they're usually against players who just aren't nearly as they're just not very good. Newer players, there's nothing against them. Novice managed somehow to get a little more resources up. He's got, of course, all the wrecks in the world to reclaim, putting out plenty of cons to be able to do that. That Big Berthas keep shooting in there. He's recovered his geos, but they won't survive very long against a Big Bertha. And here comes Venom with some Rockos. That gun is still going. 38 kills. Not the best use of bombers. Doesn't matter though, I think Venom's got metal to spare. 74 metal to Novice's 24. And here comes some storms from Novice, starting to press in from the weak side here. despite having, I believe, yeah, despite having Big Bertha, 2 Big Berthas on him, Novice continues to fight. More scouts coming in. Help clean up those resources, most likely. Novice is going for a very, very cheeky little comm walk right here. Still continuing to hold down his base, but his battle-hardened veteran commander is now sitting up in Venom's base. He's got enough energy production from the Geos to be able to cloak his commander. And there he goes. He found what he was looking for. And he deguns Venom's commander. So, depending on what rules you're playing, it determines who wins that game and who doesn't. Under standard ladder rules, that win would go to Venom because Novice degunned Venom. Under no rules scenario, both players screen would read defeat in this situation, meaning that it's a draw. So those are kind of the two ways to look at it. I think it's funny that Venom managed to get degunned on Gasbag Forest. So well done, Novice, for holding out for not just the 30 minutes, but managing to sneak in and snap off a degun and turn what is almost a certain loss that is starting on the bottom of the map into a victory. Well done there. So challenges out there. Anybody who wants to test their mettle, you can try and score a draw with Venom by playing. If you can goad him into it, by playing from the top left. Sorry, he plays from the top left. You play from the bottom, and see if you can do as well as Novice did. So Novice is one of the great core commanders of old. I've watched a lot of his games, so hopefully I'm able to get my hands on a few more of them, and I can share them with you guys. He definitely had a lot of influence on my thoughts and when I was looking into playing core and looking at old core strategies, is how they played. So I pretty much watched all the demos of him that I could find. This is one that I don't think I've seen before, and I found it pretty amusing. So hope you guys enjoyed it as well, and take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.